So, some time ago, a friend came up to me wanting to share her story. Even though Disability Awareness Month is already over, disabilities and the people who live with them should be recognized forever. This is Tiffany Pham, a 23-year-old cosplayer who suffered a traumatic brain injury roughly 8 years ago. And despite all the hardships she has faced up to this point, she has grown great strength in overcoming much adversity in her life. And today, she has come to share her story. On another note, the same day this incident happened, her story had caught the attention of various news outlets, so if you want to know more about her incident, feel free to check the links in the description.
I was only 15 years old. Time was running out and hope was looking very bleak. But that was when my life would soon change forever. But first, let me take you back to the beginning. It was the summer of 2017, August 21st, a day I would never forget. I mean, how could I? It was the day of my older sister's birthday, and the day I almost died. I had just gotten hit by a car. A hit and run, they said. The pediatric intensive care unit was doing all it could to save me and my frail body. Some doctors said that I wouldn't make it. Some people even prayed. My hair was something I had great pride in. It reached down to my hip. But they took that away from me. Who's they? The nurses. My hair was matted with blood, and it'd be hard to do brain surgery if that was still there. I kept feeling my head after to see where it went. I kept feeling this sensation as if I had phantom hair. I could feel it, but not see it. Once they let me outside to practice my walking. But at night, I would be locked up in a bed with netted walls. My roommate wouldn't be able to sleep because I would scream and scream. I wouldn't have any consideration for others. But that's because my empathy was turned off then and for a few years after. Every morning, doctors would try to use coma stimulation to wake up my senses, using needles in my hands and feet. To elicit a reaction, I would be poked, pinched, prodded. Also, get me to taste and swallow lemon swabs or force in my mouth. Casts were put on my feet because they weren't straight anymore, so my feet had to be fixed. In physical therapy, I had ice cubes placed on my skin to see if I had any reaction, and I did. October 31st, 2017, I said my name for the first time in 3 months. And after waking up, I found myself immediately trying to stand up out of bed. And I fell to the ground. My family read books for elementary schoolers, but I was going into my sophomore year. They said it'd be lucky if I could even read or do math anymore. Before, I'd been in all honors classes and straight A student pretty much. So it made me feel stupid to be back at this level. I also couldn't move by myself. so I had to be turned every hour or two so I wouldn't get bed sores. And the day of my discharge was December 1st of that year. My physical therapist said to my mother and I that she can walk and she will walk to that car. But as time went on, I met more people and I began to forget my story. The very story I told over and over again. But it was almost as if I felt guilty for remembering it.